Hello? Hello? Is this chat? Is this YouTube chat room? Is YouTube chat room here with me? Hello! How you doing, guys? How are you doing today, guys? I think I'm all alone, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna, like, spam this emoji. Maybe that'll attract some people. Who knows? Anyway, hello everyone. I am now live. Hopefully we're all good. Let me know if the sound is good, by the way. Should be. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright. Anyway, let me make sure my sound's good. That should be right. I think so, anyway. Alright, guys, we're streaming. We're doing a little art stream today. So let me throw on this. Nope, not that. This. Hey, there we go. And whenever I start to draw, I'll turn this thing on, so keep that in mind. But we're drawing today, chat. We're drawing today. I don't know what we're gonna draw, but actually, that's not true. I do know what we're gonna draw. Here's the rice shower from yesterday. I don't know if I did anything else to it. I think I did. I don't know what I did, but after the stream ended, I did something else to it, but I don't remember what it was. I never finished the hand, by the way. I left it as is because, yeah, I'm not doing that. Anyway, actually, I have a thematical playlist here because on the topic of Pokemon Trainer Rice Shower, I think that's what I changed. I changed the face here because I made it look more like it was like a Pokemon character because they have like they have very unique like face designs and stuff. But anyway, that's what I have for now until maybe one day if I decide to color it. But yeah, no, today I actually have an idea. Which usually I don't come into a stream knowing what to do. But I think I know what I want to do this stream. I recently played through a couple Cobblemon sessions, right? On a server. And in that game you can go through like different regions and stuff, right? And you kind of have to restart like every time you start a new region. So I had to make a new team for every region that I started because of like level cap and stuff. I don't know, some weird thing. But I have one of my teams, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to draw all of them this stream because it's 6 Pokemon. But I do want to draw some of them. I don't know how well it's gonna go. But we'll see. So in light of the subject matter of the stream, I got a Pokemon music playlist to listen to while I draw today. I don't know how... It seems a little low. Yeah, the music's like kind of low. I don't know what's up with that, but hopefully it's alright. I'll have to turn it up quite a bit, I think. That should be good. Yeah, that should be good. But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna draw some Pokemon. So for reference, I can I can kind of show off my team here. It's it's not the greatest showcase because for some reason they won't look at me when I try and showcase all of them. The only one here that isn't necessarily from this team is the Reuniclus, because I had it on an earlier team, and I didn't want to reuse Pokemon, so I got a new Pokemon. I would rather draw Reuniclus than Kyogre, though, because I built Kyogre specifically for that team. And he wasn't even the best on the team, by the way. So those are the Pokemon we're working with here. I kind of want to start with Lurantis. I think Lurantis is a really cool Pokemon. And it looks fun to draw. So I might do that. I think I actually literally did draw Lurantis at some point. I think one of the first things I drew on this board was Lurantis. Okay, it's definitely not that. Let's see if I can find it. It's on here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Here's the Lurantis. I want to try and draw it again. Considering this is like an old drawing, you know? But this looks cool. I actually really like this. I think I did a good job on that one. Anyway. Wait, hold up. I forgot I drew this guy. This is an awesome one. My art style's changed quite a bit. We'll see. See how I'll do. I'll leave a rice shower up here. But, yeah, I might start with a Lurantis, to be honest. In my Pokemon game, I had a shiny one, actually, which was pretty cool. I don't even remember... I think it was, one of my friends on the server caught it, and I was like, oh, I'll trade you any of my shinies for that one, because I like, Lurantis, right? And I was also watching back my Pokemon streams, and I noticed that Lurantis was there as well. I actually beat the Elite Four with it on my team. But it's got a really fun gimmick. Let me see if... let me pull up Lurantis real quick, just so I get a good reference for the Pokemon. Alright. Let's see. That one's cool. That could work. I'm trying to find just like a good, simple reference. Oh, that's a cool Mega Lurantis concept. Let's see here. Can I open image in new tab? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. I got a reference image. I got a reference image to work with. We should be good. Alright. Well, why don't we just get started? Now, I want to try and approach this from a more like I don't know. I want to try and approach this from a little bit of a more structural angle, because usually I just kind of like draw stuff, and when I try and do like a more structured version, you know, where you like build upon your foundation, it never works out for me, and I don't know why. But I want to try it regardless. I want to kind of try and do what I see some of these artists do. So that's my goal for today, I think, is draw more than one Pokemon and build upon a simple foundation here. Because I think I can relatively easily split Lurantis into a bunch of parts, right? Because, like, for example, we have the head, okay? It's just gonna be like a simple that. Let me get up another reference just so I can kind of get more 3D view of the Pokemon. Just so that I got a good stuff to work with here. I'm not really finding any good, like, 3D... What if I just look up, like, 3D render? 3D. Okay, that might work. Can I get from the side, please? Okay, that's cool. I can use that one. Very underrated Pokemon. In my opinion, anyway. But yeah, so we have our... I'm actually gonna make this a bit bigger. That seems about right. Yeah, like that, okay? I can use this. It's got kind of like a smaller body here. Sort of like that, although I feel like it might be a little bit thinner than that. More like this, maybe? I think that could work. Also, let me know if the music sounds good. Should be. And then we're gonna do the sort of this area. Kind of comes down sort of like this. And the legs are just big pants, so I'm trying to think about what kind of pose I kind of want this in. Like, I have an idea. You like this? So if I want to do that, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is the cool song. I mean, I'm making the pants a bit too big, maybe. Or maybe not, I don't know. Actually, that looks about right. I think this needs to be like a bit more... Oh. You like that, yeah? And then for the arms, they're very little. But we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna want to kind of bring this closer, so I'm gonna do this. I don't know how to do foreshortening as well. That's something that I'd like to learn at some point. But I think maybe like this could work. Again, not quite sure how foreshortening works, but could work. And then I'm going to like do this. I kind of want to leave a little bit more room to see the body here, so I'll bring this out a bit more. Maybe that might work. This is also a really cool song. I really like this one. This is a good Pokemon song. I don't know what it's from or which game it's from though. I'm not to the level of Pokemon knowledge that I know based off the sound font which game it is, but it looks like it's Black and White 2, I think. Yeah. Looks like it. Alright, cool. Where did my where did my Lorantis image go? Ugh. Actually, if I want here. That looks about right, I think. Okay. I can work with that right there. I was gonna say I didn't like this song initially, but adding that changed the vibe entirely. Alright, so far, this looks not horrible. I think it could look better, but I can work with it. I also think this might need to come in a bit. Also, the head's not this big. Actually, if I just, like... I'm just gonna do this. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There we go. That looks good. And then, I'm just gonna shrink that because it doesn't need to be that big. So like that, probably. Yeah, that looks good. Also, another thing I noticed, it's more top heavy, I guess? Or it's not really top heavy, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's got a very interesting shape for a torso. It's like, its torso looks like this. But if I do that, then it should look a little bit better. Alright, cool. So then I can start with the actual features, yeah? We gotta do the eyes first, so... I think maybe... like this? I don't know. One interesting thing about its eyes is that they're kind of like goggles. Like it looks like a bug, but it's not a bug, right? It's a plant that looks like a bug. But it does have like the sort of bug-like eyes. So if I want to figure out where the eyes are going to be, I need to trace where the head actually is, right? And the eyes will be like there. Although more like that, I guess. That song was kind of empty. I think this one right here looks good. This one seems like it's gonna be a problem for me to figure out. I do like this song. Okay, there we go. That looks good. It's got this fun little bit here. I'm gonna assume these are like antenna. Obviously not technically antenna, but you know, they're kind of like antenna. This part is a little bit confusing. Yeah, if I do that, that should be good. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna skip this song, because this song is... I don't like it. It doesn't... I don't know. I don't like that song. I've heard it a bit, and I don't like it. I don't know why. I think it's just because there's not, like, a lot that goes on in it. Okay, that could work. Well, realistically, I also need to make these a bit bigger. They come out pretty far. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and there's the eyes. It's got the glossy eyes, you know. It's got like a little like suit coat or something. I really don't know what it is. And then it's got this like covering thing, which goes over here. I think that looks like a good place to put it, maybe. Yeah, that looks alright. Something's missing with it, or something's missing with it, but I don't know what. I think it's up here on the head. Not sure. I know it has the like wings in the back as well. Something like that. They won't really be visible, to be fair. Based on the, you know, pose. That should be alright. See, I made like this torso a little bit too big. It's very small. It's got a very small torso. I don't know which part I made too big, but I did make it too big. Maybe if I extended the legs down, it'd be a little bit better, but you know. We'll do that. It's got like this bit. Alright, that looks about right. I don't really know how to give it, like, expressions, necessarily. I've not really seen it... I don't think I've ever seen it... Okay, well, I did watch Sun and Moon, so I'm sure I've seen it at least once in the show, but I don't remember that. Also, hello, Aaron. So let's go... Let me blow this up. Yeah, like that. And let me now try and refine it a little bit. So this is what I was talking about with like the base and stuff, right? So this, obviously, we want to keep this, and I think a lot of people do this where they just like kind of lighten it a little bit. Oops. I guess I need to lighten it first, and then I can work off that. Yeah, that's good. So then I can draw this. Like that, yeah, I think. Try and make it a bit more clear that this is like glasses. It's like kind of like glasses. I really don't know what they are. They're just very like shiny, you know? There's like see-through. We'll go with that. That looks good. Now here's the fun part. I have to like round off the head. This is where my pin control comes into play, because I am not... Oops. Could be the wrong color. I'm not super good at pin control. But you know what? That works. Yep, that works. And then... let's see. A little too angular, yeah. It needs to be more round so that you know it's like... looks like glass. I wonder if there are any actual plants that like show off glass-like texture on them, or like material. I'm sure there are. Like, I know there are translucent plants, but I don't know if there are any that show off like this specific type of you know, material texture, where it's like specifically very glass-like. That looks good. Structure that a bit more. Give a little extra shine. There we go. So far, I like that. It's gonna come around like this. I don't know how I'm gonna go about this, because I kind of made it look a little strange. I think the best way to do this would be to, instead of that, I'm gonna take this. And I guess this right here. Get rid of that. And then I'm just gonna like angle it a little, kinda. Maybe like that might be a little better. I think that could be a little bit better. Also, what in the world did I just do? Let's get rid of that. I accidentally pressed a weird button. That's a fun sounding song. I don't think I've ever heard that. Okay, there we go, yeah. And this is where the bottom of these things come from. Also, it's like one is a lot shorter than the other. So it's more like this. They're fun looking. I like whatever these are. I really don't know what they're supposed to be. But they're fun looking. Just some sort of extra stock or something of the sort. Yep, that looks about right. That looks about right. Alright, now these bits. How big do they really need to be? I feel like they need to be pretty big. Also, one funny thing that I noticed is when I went back to my playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet Violet, I called my Lurantis she quite often, even though it was a male. But I noticed recently in my new playthrough, I kept calling my Lurantis a guy. I kept calling him him when it was in fact a female. So no matter what, I'm always going to get my Lurantis' genders wrong. I don't know why. Hashtag not very woke of me, I guess. But I thought it was a funny sort of coincidence. What am I doing, actually? I need to figure out what I'm doing first before I even act on it. Yeah, that's about right. That looks fine. And then I will add the antennas. Where are they located? They're just like on the head. Probably like that. Yeah, that works. That works. Alright, now here's the fun part. I have to figure out how wide I actually want the Lurantis' body to be. Because for some reason it looks weird regardless. It needs to be... about that big, I think. That looks about right. And then it's got like its little shirt pattern here. Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna want to make this bit. It kind of comes around it sort of like a skirt, so we're gonna go here. Yeah? Where do I need it to be is where I need to ask myself. Where do I need it to end up? Probably like that. Oh, it's a lot more heavy oriented towards this. I don't even know what to call it. It's not like they're petals. They're just, they have like a weird serration on them. Like all the stuff on Lurantis has like this weird serration. So it's like, are they petals? I guess. I don't know. That's my thought though. Is that they're like a weird serration sort of thing. But that looks good. And then I can do the pants. So that's like where the pants come off of. I think maybe like that could be good. And then there's this huge pant. Oh, actually liked that. Let's keep that. I wonder what game that one comes from. I might check that actually. X and Y. Cool. Oh, I know this one. I think this is Jubilife Village. But like before, like in the past, right? I think this needs to be a bit bigger. I think the, like where it's at is about correct, but I need it to still be a bit bigger. So I'm gonna do this probably. Maybe tilt it a little. Yeah, that should be good right there. And then it's got its little foot sticking out. That looks really cool, actually. I'm actually really liking this. I think this is a pretty decent looking drawing so far. Now I have to like come up with how this is gonna look. Probably like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can hear the original version of the song. Actually, now that I listen to it, I can hear like that original version remixed into this like past sort of version. That's really cool. I didn't realize it was so like close. Let's do that. That looks like it could be cool. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm used to hearing. That's cool. I like that. That's a good remix. I wonder if I'll ever do Legends Arceus. From what I know, it's got a pretty cool soundtrack. And you make sure to close like these little gaps and stuff. I always leave them and it kind of messes me up and stuff when I go to like use the fill tool. I don't know about the like arm pose there. Maybe if I come out more, it might need to go up. I'm not sure where I want, like how this arm needs to be posed for this. I think what I had might work, but like, I don't know. Again, arms are very difficult for me. I need a sort of bend down. And then I can get the actual shape I want. Yeah, there we go. And that looks about right. All right. I just need the what's it called? I just need the wings. I wonder if I can fly. I don't think I've ever seen Lorantis fly, actually. Also, with this in mind, the little bend, I can add that. Let me try. I don't know how I'm gonna add that bend, actually. Oh, wait, like that, though. Hold on. I figured it out. Okay, this looks really jank, so it probably wouldn't look like that. Nor would this, like, be in this position. I actually don't know how I messed this up. Mainly because, okay, in my sketch, right, it's, like, facing forward, where here it's definitely not facing forward. So that's how I should kind of imagine this bit. It looked good, but not where it needed to be. If I do the arms the same way, though, where they're like this, then I can better create the form I need. Where it's like this. Let me just... There we go. I'll have to add a little bit more from the back that I got rid of, but that's fine. That should be good right there. Yeah. How does this look? You get rid of the back layer. If I add the this little thorn bit. Also, I think if I do this, it will look a lot more like the actual, like, thing. Yeah, that looks better. If I add this, it looks proper. Although I feel like, okay, if I want to make this better, I need to bring this down so that it's like this. Yeah, see, look at that. That looks better. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. This is also a really fun song. Pokemon has a lot of fun in its music, you know? That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. I think I could make it better. This, I feel like I just need to, like, add this. And then there it goes. And then it looks good. Alright, cool. Now, here's the fun part. A part I actually would like to look at. Or how it's gonna turn out. Oh no, dude, we have Lavender Town. It's scary now. But it's okay, because it's Lavender Town from the, I don't actually know. Is this Fire Red Leaf Green? Let me look. Lavender Town. Oh, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I didn't even know Lavender Town was in that game. I didn't know they went to the same towns. Wait, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Is that Kanto? Is Lavender Town even in Kanto now that I think about it? Yeah, because it was in the first game. Yeah. I have no idea where Heart Gold Soul Silver takes place, actually. I've never thought about it. Okay. That right there doesn't look bad. I'm just gonna, like, connect this. Hi, Frost. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Alright, now the only thing I need to do is just add the wings. So I'm gonna just add a new layer under this, where I'm gonna formulate where the wings are gonna go. Alright. If we look at this back as like a 3D object, this is roughly where the wings are gonna start, and probably about where they're gonna stop. So I want the wings to go up like this and out like that, right? But they do need to be quite a bit bigger. Lurantis wings. I don't even know if they're wings. It looks more like a ribbon, to be honest. And obviously, I don't think it uses them to fly, because I've never seen Lurantis fly. Yeah, that looks fine. I'll say the shape of the wings is very strange. Like, I don't exactly know how to do the shape of the wings here. It's especially in, like, an awkward position for my drawing abilities. I guess because I don't usually go down like this. or like to the side like this. Like I don't usually do this motion or this motion. So there's that. Oh, what a crazy sounding song. I guess if I want this to look a little bit better, I can bring it out to where it's actually going to be visible, yeah? Alright, cool. And then the other wing is going to come up here. And let's see. This is probably going to be around, yeah, like right here in the back, I think. So let's bring it over here. And then we're going to do this about here. Actually, no, it's going to come out maybe like that, I think. Again, 3D space is kind of weird for me. I'm not that skilled yet. Yeah, like, probably like that. Oh my goodness, is this, the one from the anime? It sounds like the one from the anime. Let's see, Lily Cove City... ROSA. What is ROSA? Oh, wait. Omega Ruby Sapphire? Alpha Sapphire? Rosa? No, that's the character. I guess it's Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, although Rosa makes it look like Ruby Omega Sapphire Alpha. Which makes no sense. Since that is not what it's called, but hey, you know. Alright, now I just have to erase all the bits that are inside being covered up, right? Yeah. That one doesn't show up, but it's technically there. This is inside an arm. Yep, right here, right here. This one is basically not really all that visible. There we go. And then I'm just gonna merge these two together. Alright, cool. Now, I get to set this as my reference layer and start coloring. Now, my Pokemon is, or at least my Lurantis that I'm basing this off of, is a shiny. I don't think I want to go with the shiny palette. I much prefer saturated, and I like these saturated colors. How does this look? Oh my goodness. Wrong thing. Yeah, that looks about right. I think it needs to be like a bit more blue, and then it should be good. Yep, looks good. Alright, everything that's green. There. Ooze. This bit. Anything else green? I think this bit is green. That looks like about everything. Alright. Also, I noticed this is like white. What else? This tip here is red. Come on, there we go. The pants are gonna be like a whole different thing, dude. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the pants. For this, I'm just gonna color it like it is. And those are fine. Those are already separated. That's separated, although this bit actually does have a separation in color. I don't know what I did here. This looks very strange. Realistically, this should probably be like that, actually. I don't know, the way I did it kind of looks weird, but oh well. It covers up too much here. This part is a different shade, so I'm gonna lightly go over that with this bit. Yeah, like that. And then we'll do this. There we go. This bit's a different color, so I'm gonna come in with this. Yeah, there we go. The rest should be smooth sailing. Let me connect this, and I think that's about all I need to do, I think. Actually, this up here needs to come down quite a bit. And right about there. It actually goes down all the way to this. This little split off. There we go. Alright, now I should be able to actually go in and do the rest of the colors. Yeah. Well, besides the pants, which I'm actually just gonna do something different for those. Alright, let's go with our... We do the light pink or the other one first? I don't know. Let's do the light pink first. I think that's probably better. Until I get the right shade. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, cool. And is that white or bright pink? That's white. Okay. All right. This bit. Come on. Come on. There we go. This is not, but yeah, you know. All right, cool. And then come on. There we go. This tool can be kind of touchy at times. These are the... Oh, those white or pink? No, they're white, actually. Okay, I'll leave them as that. And then just this head bit is pink. I can go in and get rid of that. Alright, so far so good. Only thing left now is the dark one. So actually what I'm gonna do here, this is a little bit of a smarter idea. I'm gonna come in and make these pants be pink and these pants be pink. There we go. Alright. Now I need a darker pink, so like, yeah, that looks good. Why does it... Okay, that was weird. I don't know why it did that weird thing. Hopefully this gets it. Okay, yeah, again, I don't know what's up with that weird thing. Like, cuts it off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yep, there. The entire eye needs to be that. And these little bits are... And the, like, top of the shirt is. Okay. Maybe I cooked. I don't know. Oh yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color the pants as well. Now it's on top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come through here with an eraser. Okay, it doesn't look good, admittedly, but that's alright. It keeps erasing the top bit. Can't be having that. That'll work. That'll work. Now I go in with the highlights. Very cool. Honestly, I like it. I think I did a good job on that. I don't know if I'll do any shading. I think what I can do though, and this is something I like doing low key. Let's go with what color do I want to do? Probably a darker color. Select. Okay, I don't know why it's like selecting everything. Editing layer only. Okay, I see why it's selecting everything. It's because everything is basically selected. Wait. Is it tolerance? Why is it like... Is there not like a magic wand tool? Am I crazy? Where is my magic wand tool? I have no idea how this works, actually. Okay, see, now that kind of worked, but... How strange. Even if I change the tolerance, it's, like, weird. Oh, okay, wait. There we go. I think I got it. Alright, I think I got it. I think I got it. I'm just gonna remove some of this. That did not remove it. That's what removes it. Let's go with that, and... Yeah, there we go. Bring back this. Add this bit. And we'll add this as well. And I guess the pants... Realistically, yeah, I can do the pants. Now, I have to figure out how this works. I'll, like, maybe darken it? And if I do this... Oh, yeah, look at that. That looks cool. Or maybe I want to go up. Hello, James. See, like, it's kind of weird because it does that. I don't think you can do this really, like... Maybe that? It's not an OC, it's a Pokemon. It's Lurantis. Yeah, it's because I got these selected. So if I want to get rid of them, I'll just do this. Yeah, there we go. And that should work. And then I can come in with this. I think doing it like that, maybe? Nope. It's gonna have to be like this. Or maybe more like this. Oh, I didn't even think that maybe you were talking about the guy on the on the right, by the way. My bad. Thank you. He's cool. Unless you weren't talking about it. Okay, maybe I'm just dumb. You know what? Pay me no heed. Heed me no mind, or whatever they say. Let me get rid of all this. I think that looks kind of cool. Now I go in with, where is the tool that I just used? There we go. Add. And then, gradient. Let's go up. Works. There we go. And I guess I can come in here with some little highlights, yeah? I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do these, but... maybe like that. I am not the best artist, but I try to be. Or I guess I don't try to be the best, I just try to be a passable one. Oh, that looks kind of cool, though. That looks kind of cool, though. Maybe like that? I don't know how this will work, to be honest. I kind of want to give it like a scratchy feeling, because it's like sort of bug-like, but it's not quite bug-like, you know? Did you on your channel, send the drawings? Oh, cool. That sounds fun. I've always kind of wanted to make like physical stuff, but I never really have. I can go for like a dark color to put behind the iris here. I don't know if that really would look good. No, I don't think it really does. Unless I'm just not doing it right. Nah, it doesn't really look good. I don't know how I could make this look good, to be honest. Well, to be honest, it probably looks good just as it is. Maybe I should just leave it that way, to be honest. I'll ignore that. Maybe with this, I want it to be more like, what's it called? What is that shading style called? There's soft shading, oh, cell shading, yeah? I like a mixture of both, to be honest. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about earlier, like, in terms of eyes, I'm not really good at figuring out how, like, eyes work, mainly because since I'm kind of a pretty amateur artist, I haven't done super extensive practice with things like lighting and shading and all that. So stuff like this is lost on me, I think. Get rid of those highlights. Hard to draw eyes. Yeah. Yep, I definitely agree. I definitely agree about that one. But this should be good. This should be good. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Troll. This is a troll. This is actually just straight up a troll, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. I lost the plot. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe also one of the issues is that that brush was huge. I'm also trying to make this eye shine thing work when I'm not even sure if it should be there in the first place. But I think I can... You know what, actually? What in the world was that? Oh. I see. I heard a noise behind me, chat. Something scary. I have no... Oh, no! Wrong thing, wrong thing. There we go. What was I... Oh, yeah. This. I'm just gonna make this bigger. What's the Pokemon called? Here. Can I get a... Oh my goodness, it's... Oh, wow, why is it so big? Loranthus. Oh my goodness, why is it so big? There we go. That's how you spell that. Why is that so big? Get out of here. Go away. What in the world? How did it add a hue thing? What? That's so weird. Oh wait, actually no, I know what that's there for. Never mind. I'm gonna ignore it. Okay, I know how to solve my issue, guys. I know how to solve my issue. I'm gonna finish coloring this in, right? We're gonna go back over here. I'm gonna get rid of this. You're gonna see why in a minute. This is gonna make a lot of sense, okay? Now it may look creepy now, but this will make it look a lot better, I think. This will make it look a lot... Oh, wrong place. This will make it look a lot better. Alright, instead of going in with the pitch black, alright? Instead, we're gonna do like this. And then it's gonna look like it's behind the eyes. You know, the like glass bits. So it'll look a little bit better. See? Yeah, that definitely... I think that helps. I think that helps. I don't know where I need to place them. If I make the eye real big, it looks cuter, so I'm gonna do that, actually. Then again, it isn't a fighting stance. So maybe I don't need to make it cuter. I don't know. We'll see. And then I can, instead of doing white, I make it like slightly darker because it's still behind the glass. And we do that. Ooh, okay, okay. I'm smart. I'm smart with it. It's not the greatest thing ever, but I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. Epic. That's the first Pokemon down. And I've spent almost an hour on this thing, by the way. I'm gonna bring back this, just so I can, yeah, name it. Lurantis. Still don't know why this box is so big. But it's chill. Go there. Can I, like, copy this color? Let's see. Okay, I can recolor this. Actually, why don't I make it green? I like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna, like, add this. Or can I group this with the drawing? Actually, can I group everything together so I don't have to worry about this? Yeah. And then that goes there. Cool. I'll read it. Okay, I'm probably gonna say no here, but not for the reason you would think. I'm not really super confident in my artistic abilities. I know a lot of people say I'm not bad, and I know I'm not horrible at it, so that's fine. But mainly, I don't like to do things for people because I don't think I'll give a satisfactory result, I guess. So for that reason, I don't think I will. But I kind of, I don't know. It's like a weird thing with me. I've had people try and commission me before. I usually always say no because I'm not really confident in myself, so I don't think I'll live up to their expectations or the standard of quality, which, if I was in their shoes, I would want, you know? I know that's not like a problem for a bunch of people, but for me, it's just kind of like some weird thing. If that makes sense at all. Alright, cool. Yeah, there we go. There's Lurantis. I think this also looks a little strange, but it's alright. But I appreciate asking me. Alright, now next, what do we want to do? Let me see. I could make like a shiny alt here, because this was like my team, right? I was thinking about Pelipper, maybe Reuniclus. I actually really like Reuniclus. Reuniclus is like one of my favorite psychic types. Also, it looks like it'd be fun to draw, because I just kind of have to draw like a blob and then a guy. Strudel? Oh, Strudel's pretty funny. I could do Strudel after I do the other one. Because I do want to, like, at least focus a little bit more on my team as a whole. Let me pull up my thing. Strudel's got a big nose. Actually, you know what? While you're here, I'm just gonna draw him real quick. It'll just be a fun little doodle, but it won't be the most insane thing of all time. I'll just do like a little guy, if that's okay. I don't color it or anything, but yeah. Alright, first I'm gonna start with his big nose. He's got like teeth. Why did his buck teeth come out of his nose? Or is that his mouth? Dude, I don't know. He's a weird looking guy. He does evolve into aura. Wow, okay. What I just drew looks like Manny, bro. Like, this looks like Manny. Like, if I add the little, like this, that's just Manny. Oh my goodness, that's goated. That's awesome. In fact, actually, he literally has the, like, the single tuft of hair. It's not the same as Manny's, but, you know. Graphia is pretty cool. Graphia is the actual first shiny I got in Scarlet and Violet when I played. I don't remember if I got it on stream or not. I want to say I might have, but I also might not have. So I don't know. Yeah, this comes more like this. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Such a goofy Pokemon. Yeah, that looks good. That looks yeah, it looks like something, that's for sure. Full art and TCG have since been my favorite Pokemon. Fair. My favorite Pokemon is Pumpkaboo. I haven't drawn Pumpkaboo very much, but Pumpkaboo's chill. Alright, get out of here, Strudel. I need to draw Reuniclus. I love Reuniclus, such a cool Pokemon. Alright. Let me look at some cool art of Reuniclus real quick. One of my favorite parts about Reuniclus is that it is quite literally just a little guy that's just chilling in a big blob. I don't know how I'm gonna do the blob, because the blob is very complicated, but this is cool looking. What could be like a cool pose for this guy? Thank you, thank you. I haven't really drawn anything besides just this, to be fair. Well, I guess these two things, but thank you very much for sticking by. Hope you enjoyed. Let's see. What pose do I want to do for this guy? I don't know. I don't know. There's so many fun things you can do with Reuniclus because of the way he looks. Okay, wait. I do have an idea. Okay. Here is the idea, right? Let's see. Let me get the most basic image of him that I can. Open image in new tab. Yeah, there we go. That works. This is the most basic image I can get of this guy. All right. So we want a very simple, just head. He has a very simple head shape. He's kind of just like this little guy. You know what he really reminds me of? He reminds me of like what Stitch is. Like that entire group of little experiment guys. That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of an experiment from the Stitch series. This is fun. This song. We're gonna go with this. Because this is the very basic of what he looks like. But I'm gonna do like maybe this. And then we're gonna, oops, wrong thing. I don't know exactly how I'm going to, like, show this. It's such a, like, simple looking guy that it's kind of hard to show exactly what you want, I feel like. I think that is probably the best I'm gonna get for this dude. But that is about right. Let's go with that. Do this. Oops. To like very carefully shave off little bits at a time. There we go. Get rid of this weird looking thing here. Go away. No, I know it's a sketch, so I don't necessarily have to go as hard as I do for it, but you know. I want to make it look somewhat good for myself. Alright, we're gonna do that, and then this is where our fun begins. We're gonna draw like this. He's got these big ol' eyes on the side of his head. Okay. But we're actually We're not making him sad. We're making him angry, because he's going to be unleashing an attack. Alright. He's going to be unleashing an attack. I'm not going to give him an open mouth, though. Though he usually does have an open mouth. Well, I won't give him one. Alright, now here's the fun part. We have to draw the rest of the Pokemon. So my thought is, right, we're gonna have the little orbs come forward. This is gonna be like the big one. We're gonna have the other one behind it, like the bigger one. It's like it looks like this. This bigger one's gonna be like here. So yeah, like that. So I need it to be a bit more circular. Yeah, like that. Let's go here. Hopefully that looks good. Alright, he's gonna be unleashing an attack. Okay. So, first things first, we needed to draw the main body sort of area where it looks like he's in like an egg, kinda. Like that. There's this little like tail, kinda. Although I will say I did make it a bit too big. It fits him a little bit better than that. More like that, yeah? Yeah, more like that. Although it's more... You make it a little more rounded. Again, very, very difficult Pokemon to think things through with. Although he's made of the most basic shapes, I'd say. Maybe the Reuniclus is actually super easy to draw, and it's just the fact that I'm not that great that makes him harder for me to figure out, you know? To be fair, I don't think I've ever tried drawing this guy. So, that could be the thing. That could be it. That could be it. Who knows? Alright. He's got this, like, tail, kinda. He, like, curls up. Like that. And then he's got these ears. Like that. Although in this case, I want to say this ear's probably going to be a little bit more like this. Needs to be bigger though. So there. I don't really like how it looks. I don't know. I think it's maybe it's that I made this too big. I think yeah, I made that too big. I made that bit too big. Okay. I made that too big. Okay, let's go with there. No, that's not bad. And he's got a little like an actual little thing inside here. This, I don't know, this must be the actual ear. A lot of his, like, little bits inside of his gelatin, like, area, I don't even know what it is, if it's, like, a slime or, like a gel. It's some sort of cellulose, I'm sure, because he's, like, based off a cell, you know? But whatever he is, and whatever this stuff is, I don't know if it's part of him. Like, obviously he controls, like, these bits, but these are in separate parts of his body. So, I don't know. Alright, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna draw, like, the outline, right? And he has, like, he's gonna be doing this. I think I drew that too close, so let's restart that bit. I want to make it look like he's, like, preparing some sort of attack. But again, the whole gelatin aspect is sort of lost on me. And also, hands are hard to draw. So there's also that. See, this looks okay for the most part. Maybe it'd look better if they were, like, angled downwards, you know? Instead of just purely to the side. I don't know. I do not know. One interesting thing I will say about him is that even though he's, like, see-through, like he's a see-through gel, you can't see the other, like, side of him, I guess? Through himself? If that makes sense? So that's interesting. Actually, I can fix this by just moving this outwards, now that I'm able to. Yeah, there we go. And if we move this way, oh, that looks so much better. I will have us note that you can still see these, like, cellular bits through the fingers. You can, like, see all the, like, inside parts through the fingers, but you can't, or through the gel bits, but you can't see the gel bits through the gel bits. I think that's what I was really trying to point out earlier. So if that's the case, right, yeah, because this usually looks like there's a way for me to understand how this works. There's an elongated one. The first one is more elongated. Like that. Okay, that is gonna help me a lot more, actually. In that case, I'm gonna move this out. Oh. Okay, that's weird. There we go. Alright, cool. And I'm gonna move this out to, like, here. Alright, cool. Yeah. I'll do this. Again, elongated. Feel the finger. Yeah, that should be good. And then just kind of move this towards the middle so that you can actually see the arm. All right, cool. Then that should be good for the sketch. I'll get rid of this and these bits. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Yeah. I think I could do a little bit better on the face, though, to be honest. He needs to... I feel like he needs to look a little sillier. Maybe I do make the mouth open. Or do that. I always thought this was a fun little track. How do you even have the mouth open if he's angry? For me, it looks weird. But I guess it doesn't have to be. Like, I guess, like, doing that doesn't make it necessarily look too weird. I don't know. Could just be me. Yeah. Yeah. That looks fine. And then I'm just gonna, like, do that. Okay, okay. Now this I do like. I wonder if giving him the little... this bit makes him look more like he's angry. I don't know. I love facial expressions, but sometimes I'm not sure how to make sure they come across properly. You're just adding like a little this. Then again, he doesn't look like he's he looks kind of indifferent when I do that. If I add like actual like eyebrows, which he doesn't have, it might look better. Or alternatively, I could just increase the slope here. Oh, there we go. That looks better. That looks a lot better. Okay, cool. Now I can go in and actually do the line work. Now, I'm not gonna use pure black this time. I'm gonna use a dark green. Maybe more like that? Yeah, that works. That works. Why don't I actually start out here? This will be a little bit hard for me to grasp, but I think I got it for the most part. This is also a fun song. I've heard it a few times. It's nice. I like it. It is nice. I'll say it can be a little bit repetitive, though, because it's not very long. But it's nice. There we go. And it shouldn't really be that sharp, to be fair. It's a blob. In fact, he really has the, like, realistically, his fingers are like this, you know? I think having them be a little bit more angular looks cool, though. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'll wait on that so that I can get this through. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on. I'm goated. There we go. That works. Oh, this is fun. I like this one. It sounds like it's possibly from Diamond Pearl, based off the base, I would say. What do we got? Diamond Pearl. I was so right. Wait, is it Diamond Pearl? Hold on, it's ending theme. Diamond Pearl. Yeah. See? I'm goated. I know my stuff. Kinda. Ugh. Hey, you know what I never did? I never added this thing. Whoops. Womp womp. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go, and I'm gonna do this. Bridge the gap there. Do the other one, quote-unquote ear. Again, no clue if it's actually an ear or not. But, you never know. Oh, come on. There we go. Give him this. And finish up this finger. The finger is kind of weird. I don't know how to do that, but well, this is fun. I wonder what this game is from, or song. I doubt it's the Sun and Moon. you would initially think, you know, because it's beach, but I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the shape of this hand here, but I'm gonna have to let it slide, to be honest. I will have to let it slide. Alright, we turn this off. Not supposed to be. It's kind of hard to do so, but there we go. Just barely want to do that. There we go. We don't want this to overextend too much. Yeah, there we go. I actually want this to come in, I think. Well, maybe not. I don't actually know which is better. That's a really good song. I've always really liked this one, every time I've heard it. Hey, you know what? It's just gonna stay as it is. Yep, that's just gonna have to stay as it is. Oops. And this will get moved up. Yeah, that looks good. We just close these. Anything that's not closed needs to be closed. And any extra little bits also need to be closed. Or erased, I suppose. Alright, cool. Now... I feel like this also needs to be kind of extended downwards, to be quite honest with you. Or, it doesn't need to be extended down. This needs to be angled farther down. The arm needs to be bigger, I guess. Like that. Or maybe this finger's just too big. I'll be honest, it's probably just that the finger's too big. You know. Alright, now I'm gonna come in with this and actually do the guy now, the little guy. Actually, I'll do this on a separate layer, because I have an idea now. I do it on a separate layer. Although, mimicking this smooth sphere shape is going to be quite difficult. It will be quite difficult. Probably... I can always erase. I can always erase to shape it better. This is a hard shape to draw. My goodness. There we go. Get rid of those extra bits. Open it up a little bit. Come on. Let me do this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Here's the fun part. We have to draw the little guy. And this is definitely a lot easier. Maybe like that. That seems good. And since he's like kind of bending, I'll give him like a little belly fold, I guess. I don't know what else to call this. Please, can I get like... Bruh. There we go. You know what? That's gonna... That's... Nope. 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 Not until it's perfect. Not until it's perfect, dog. Actually, that last one was perfect. I'm just stingy. Okay. Hold on. Picky, not stingy. What is wrong with me? Alright, there we go. You know what? That'll work. That will work. Also, I'm gonna redo this. Because I don't think it looks good. How do I want to go about... There. That's also a fun one. I wish it was a bit longer. It's not the longest song of all time. Oh, this is also a nice one. Although this foot looks bigger than that one. Let me just bring it in a little more. Maybe too big. Nah, that looks good. Make that bit like not super noticeable. Again, the mouth bit is kind of weird to me, but I can figure it out. I think what I need to specifically do, yeah, is like something like that. That could be nice. And then I'm gonna draw the eye. Do this. Looks a little creepy, but hold on. It'll be fine. Actually, I'm gonna wait on that. This is about the angle I had. What angle for this one? Like that, okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now I can get rid of that. Oh my goodness, it looks great. Okay, now I just come in with the other bits. I feel like it's weird. I feel like I'm drawing like these things better than I draw people. And I have more experience drawing human characters than I do silly little guys like this. Maybe this is my calling. I'm not meant to draw people. I'm not meant to draw humans. I'm meant to draw little goofballs like Reuniclus. I'm meant to draw little goofy guys like Reuniclus. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now I can draw these bits. This needs to be a bit smaller. Yep, like that. This is a little bit larger. And this one is quite a bit larger. And then this one's obviously the biggest one. Can I get like a perfect circle? Would be insane. I'll wait on this one till I get the perfect circle. You know what? That last one was pretty good, but I'm evil, so, you know. That one was good. I'll do this. That's about what I want. And then we'll have this big one over here. There we go. Okay. Doesn't look bad. Now we do the other side. A small one. A larger one. Come on. Yeah, that works. The ball. Like that. Yep, looks good. And we have the larger one here. Okay, cool. Maybe this one can, like, come out a little more. Let's try that. Maybe make it a little bit larger and come out more. Like that. That looks so good. That looks good. That looks good. Alright. Now we can remove that and actually get to coloring. So, this thing is on top. And it's on top because what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do one very simple thing. Let's see if this works. Nope. Might help me find where the opening is though. Actually, where's my this tool? No, it just grabs that. Okay, I need to find where it's not closed. There's always some tiny microscopic place where it's not closed. It's either here, or one of these connecting spaces. Could be here. Could be there. There's always one little bit somewhere that's not connected that's making it unfillable. All these little weaker connections I need to deal with. Let's go there, and that's fine, that's fine. Up here, maybe like right here, probably. Here. Here. Okay. Hopefully that works. Okay, looks like it does. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So now we can go here, and what I can do is just very simply do this. Okay, well, I just embarrassed myself. Oh, right, because this is the, this needs to be the reference there. Yay, there we go. And all I'm gonna do is just that. Yeah, that's simple. And then I'm just gonna come in with a little brush and go over all the little areas that would more or less shine. And in this case, right here is one of them, apparently. If I do more like that. Seems like it is circular. With the circular bits, I have to be kind of careful. That seems about right. Maybe more like this. Maybe like a little bit on the outside bits like that. That could work. Just very, very subtly having this in all the spots it should probably be at, yeah? No, that looks good. Alright, now I get rid of this as the reference layer. Alright, cool. Now, when we add this, we add the next bit, and the next bit is the actual guy. Actually, make this a little bit more translucent. Okay, so if I use this as the reference layer, we're just gonna green that guy, although he's a lot lighter. Actually, is this where you use the multiply thing? I don't know how this works, dude. How do you set something as a multiply layer? Is this, how do I multiply? Layer mask? Layer settings? Convert layer? How do I make this a multiply? Let me look this up. Multiply layer clip studio paint. Blending modes? Oh, I see. Okay. So this guy, I need him to be like probably this color. Oh my goodness, not that color. Oops. Probably like that color. That looks about right. This one and this one are also that color. When we set this, it makes him like really green. But if I do... Okay, that just doesn't do anything. But actually, I could also alternatively just do that, and maybe it'd work. Again, I'm not quite sure how the different layer things do. Darken doesn't work. Maybe lighten? No. Subtract? Oh, definitely not that. Color burn. No. Overlay? Oh. No, probably not. Normal. I have no idea how this works. Divide. I'm just changing a bunch of stuff to see if they work. Multiply seem to almost work, but I don't know what multiply really does, I'll be honest. If I do... Yeah, normal doesn't really change anything. Except for moving the lines to the top, but... The actual guy inside is, like, completely different. I don't know how to make this guy be a lighter color. I don't know how to make him a lighter color. How do I make you lighter color? I don't know. I could just, like, bring these to the front, I guess? Maybe that would do it? And then it would work, but I don't know. Ah, come on. Probably more like this color. I actually... Oh, maybe the issue is the fact that it's it was kind of low opacity. Maybe that's my issue here. I need it to be like a slightly higher opacity, but then I multiply it. And maybe that changes how it is. That didn't change how it was at all. I think I'm just gonna have to do it like that, yeah. But this does need to be a darker color, so that's good. Maybe I'll look into how the maybe I'll look into how that stuff works, huh? At some point. Alright, there we go. Oops. Alright, this is like a orange color. It's kind of weird. A really strange orange color, but like that. And then this is like a light red color. Come on. I don't want to have to make a new thing for this. Come on, man. Just let me... There we go. Alright, and then I just darken it. Like that. Be a bit more... like this. It's a sphere. This actually applies for like everything, by the way. How does his work? This is like this, and it comes down here. Although I'll say it's less like that there. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That works. And then just like... that, probably? Okay. Maybe more like this. Let's do there. There we go. Alright, cool. And then just these as well, I suppose. Alright, very awesome. And then I am gonna come in here and do this. I guess I'll just use like a normal brush for this instead. Got a little mouth. Little tongue in there. And then on top of everything, give him his little eye things. Cool. Oh, that looks cute. I like that. That's fun. I guess the issue is that now this go on top. Okay, cool. Now it looks a little better. Only difference that I can say is that, yeah, if I do that, it messes it up pretty weirdly. I don't know how to make it so that it actually, you know, functions properly. Like, I want it to be on top, but I also want it to maintain the colors, you know? Even as an overlay, it doesn't seem to work. Exclusion? Dude, I do not know how this works. Add? No. Darker color. How do I do layer? Maybe like a water layer? I don't know how I would describe this issue that I'm having. How to cover... Oh, how to, like, overlay a color on a layer in CSP. Clipping mask, fill layer, clipping mask. Is that what I need? I need a clipping mask? How do I do that? Is that a filter? Layer mask. Mask selection. No idea what that is. How do I make it a clipping mask? Oh wait, hold on. Create a new layer. Clip to layer below. I do not see that at all. I don't know how to do this yet. Click the clip to layer below icon. Looks like a clipping mask. Dog, that doesn't exist. Oh, clip to layer below. Okay, that didn't work at all. Set as draft layer, dog. What do I even do? I could also quite literally just like erase where I need it. Probably like. Okay. Yeah, this is on top, so I could just do this. Do I not have like a refer to? Is there a refer to? No, there's not. Okay, making sure that that's the reference layer. Reference there. And then... Oh, what in the world? No. I want it to be... Is there not an eraser version of this? I guess not. Wait, opacity! That didn't work. Okay, now I have to look something else up. Erase fill. CSP. Transparency color. Oh. Okay, does this work? Oh, it does. Oh my goodness. Okay, this shine thing looks weird, but that worked apparently. So I guess we go with that, yeah? Could work. I'm gonna get rid of this, actually. And I'm just gonna add on another one, actually. Okay, yeah. No, that means that makes it not. Oh. I guess I'll do it up here then. Yeah, okay. That works. Okay, I also forgot this bit. There we go. And hopefully that down there works. Good. Should all be good now. This should all be as it should be, right? That's a pretty cool looking Reuniclus in my opinion. And the only thing I think I want to add now is a little gradient to, let's see, to the thing. Okay, apparently there's a selection already. There we go. That should be good. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a gradient, and the gradient is just gonna be like dark green color. Like that, maybe? From below. Looks a bit cool. Mmm. Okay, okay. Fix up some things here and there. No. Yeah, that looks fine. That's also kind of weird looking. I need this to come in front so that it's very clear that this is in front of everything else, you know? Since I can't figure out my problems any other way, then that's how it shall be. You think I can also make like a lighter gradient on top? Let me bring back this. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to this. Okay, we do there. And then we do from the top. Although, to be honest, it should be like a bright green color. Yeah. See, now that looks cool. I think. Actually, how can I change it so that it's not... Oh! Oops. 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 Oh my goodness, please. How do I... Guess there's not a way to do that necessarily. Maybe like that? I don't know what the difference here is. That just makes it, like, closer. Oh, wait, okay, so if I do that, maybe? No, not quite. I think I could come in like this. From the sides, you know? And it doesn't make it as harsh. How's that look? That's pretty cool. Alright, chill. I mean, now I can come in here with my thing and add these little bits. Hello. Yep, that looks good. Oh, wrong bit. A wrong bit. There we go. Alright. That looks pretty cool. I just, like, added the color a little bit. Oh, yeah, that looks awesome. Alright, now I'm gonna put this all in a folder. Awesome. Okay, there we go. I can throw this guy over here. Okay, I used green for the Lorantis, now I'm gonna use the pink for the Ridiculous. Still don't know why the default text size is so big. It needs to go down by a lot. There we go. Is that about the right size? These just shrink a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. I'm imagining he's using, like, some cool beam. Brain's having trouble with the stream description? If you're talking about the big list. I wouldn't worry about it all too much. It's just a bunch of nonsense. I made it a long time ago. Maybe I should change it then. But it's legacy. It's legacy now, you know? How am I gonna change legacy like that? Alright, that looks cool. Chill. Chill. Feel like you can imagine, how do I want to do this? I have to, like, specifically make it the right shade, you know? Let me add another layer. This is gonna be so cool, guys. Just watch. I have no idea how to do this. So I'm gonna do that. That looks terrible. Probably like this. No, no. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, dude, I completely forgot that this is even a Pokemon song, by the way. I always forget this is a Pokemon song. It always catches me off guard. Alright, this is like him using, like... I don't know, is this like psychic or something? I'm gonna do like this. No idea what psychic looks like, I'll be honest. Alright, yeah, that's his attack. He's using psychic. I'm gonna move it over. So you can see him better. Ooh, that looks cool. That's aura. That's awesome. Hold up. That's actually so cool. We can either have the psychic ball or we cannot. This guy's awesome. I love Reuniclus. Such a good design for a Pokemon. Okay, cool. That's my other one down. I guess, like, you know what I could also do? Look at this, right? I could also come in and add... Now that I kind of understand, I could also kind of add a little bit of expression to the Lurantis here. By doing that. I don't know how it would look, but... Maybe just doing like that. Again, not quite sure. Not quite sure. Making him look giddy, bro. Okay, we won't do that. We won't do that. I think having just the, like, this makes more sense. Or I guess in this case, this. But you know what? I'll just leave it as it is. Maybe I even go ahead and make him giddy. That's kind of funny. Nah. Ugh. It's good as it is. It's good as it is. I don't need to worry about it. Did I even spell Reuniclus right? Yes, I did. Okay. He has a hard to spell name. Ow! I just like pulled him. I just like pulled my hair so hard. That hurt. I just wanted to get it out of my headphones. Okay, cool. So that's my Reuniclus. Not gonna lie, chat. I might end stream here. Gonna be a little bit late. I might get hungry soon. I don't know. This is my team, by the way, right? So we did Reuniclus. The only ones I have remaining is a Sylveon, a Mawile, Galarian Darmanitan, the GOAT, and a Pelipper. This shouldn't be too crazy. I might work on them at some point off stream, or I might not work on them off stream, and I might do them on stream. I don't know. We'll see how things go. We will see how things go. For now, let me get rid of this. Get out of here. Alright, chat, so there we go. That's... What is this? Oh, it's this. Okay, fair enough. I guess I can move this over here. Yeah, I kind of need to grab the layer that I want to move. Yeah, like right there. That's about where that should be. But yeah, I'll probably go ahead and end the stream here. Uh-oh, wait, nope, I see an issue. I see a problem. Conductor, we have a problem. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? There it is. Bet you guys didn't catch that, but I did. And then this, and that needs to go. There we go. Alright, problem averted. Very nice. But yeah, we got our Reuniclus done, and we got our Luranthus done, and Reuniclus even has like a cool looking little psychic orb, I don't know, some sort of cool looking thing. But yeah. That should be it for today, chat, so thank you all for checking out the stream. This is what we got done today. This and this little... Oop, not that. This little strudel drawing up here. Little doodle. This little strudel doodle. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll probably go ahead and throw this in the Discord. And since I'm done drawing, I'll turn this off, because I'm not drawing anymore. Haha. It took me forever to even turn that on anyway. But yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the drawings. Again, let me know what you think. I will try and finish the rest of my Cobblemon team at some point. I don't know when. But at some point I will. So, yeah. That being said, I'm going to throw up my Be Right Back stream. Looks like, based on votes, that next Monday we will be ranking the Ultimate Chicken Horse OST. I think that's where the most votes is currently. I'm not sure. I haven't checked since early today. I don't know if maybe more people voted for something else. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yep. As always, thank you guys for coming to the stream. Hope you have a good day or night wherever you are, and hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.